trip ready today, and Winston is here to help us discover some scenic destinations. Hey, Winston.
Hi, Mary. Good to see you.
Oh my gosh, it's always such a pleasure to see you. Okay, but before we get into the destinations, you've got some tips that will help us, how do I say this, be friends still with the people in the car.
This will test our friendship to see whether we could be on a road trip together.
Yes, I love it.
Are you the driver or are you the backseat driver? That's
I'm a bit of a backseat driver. I don't like to drive, but I'm really good at maps and I'm really good at snacks. So,
okay, maps and snacks, but maybe not the driver.
No.
Okay, well, we're gonna start this off with some tips because you wanna keep your friends and family at the end of your road trip. So the first tip I have for you is be comfortable with your vehicle. If you're driving a vehicle that might be too big for you, you don't want to do that, right? So make sure you're comfortable with your vehicle. You also want to ensure that your car is stocked with water and emergency supplies because you never know what's going to happen on your road trip. If you need to wait till help gets to you, you want to make sure you have that and you don't want angry kids, right? You also want to book ahead for the season. We know parks get really busy, national parks as well. So make sure you have your spots for your RV.
Nice.
If you're camping, you have your spot already and picked out. And then apps and maps, really important. Know where you're going, but also know that if you go somewhere where your cell signal might not be as strong as you would be, say, in a big city, you have everything ready to go and downloaded, so that's ready offline.
This is a huge tip. We do this anytime we travel, have the map downloaded, because you can still use that map even if your Wi-Fi is not working.
Absolutely. And then my final tip is consider a park pass. National parks, provincial parks, often there are seasons passes. So if you're planning to hit multiple, it could be a good way to find some money savings there as well. We like traveling on a budget.
Oh, I do like that. Winston, that is feeling good. Now, you've got an app that you suggest that'll help with road trip planning. What is that?
Absolutely. This is an app called Wanderlog. It's a fantastic app for planning trips with friends and family as well. So I've got a trip here set to go to Banff, and we've set it for a week. What's really great is actually the ability to build a trip right within this app. So you can add your reservations. If you've got a camping reservation, you can add that here, forward it from your email. You can explore all the things to do as well. It will recommend things to do based on the destination, and it will start to build everything here. Once you start adding it, it will actually have an itinerary where it will add, the things that you've picked, but you can also press this button called Autofill Day, and it will actually intelligently pick recommended things to do.
What? Okay.
Springs, hot springs, gondola.
Based on this, you're not a camper, you're a glamper, right?
It's our kind of camping area.
This is my type of
bougie
camping.
kind of camping.
Hot springs, sign me up, Winston.
And then, of course, you can also build out your itinerary and then start to explore the activities once you're there. So, fantastic free app. You can also add your friends and family and create in real time with one another, and then it downloads it all onto your phone so that it's ready to go offline.
Oh my gosh, I love this. I love getting organized. That is so cool. All right, now we are all set with our trip planned or vibes, but you're going to give us some suggestions on where we should maybe go.
Absolutely. Well, let's start in British Columbia. We love our friends in BC. Our first, that's right. Our first itinerary brings us from Victoria to Pacific Rim National Park.
We've got a couple people from Victoria here. They're very excited.
We do. That's amazing. So, of course, BC, full of some really stunning places here, and we've got some photos that show just how beautiful this is. So this is a beautiful view of Victoria here.
Wow.
We've got this lighthouse, we've got the waterfalls that just shows the breadth of scenery. Looks like a painting, doesn't it, Mary?
Yes, oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
But it's also got lots of history as well. There are historic murals in Chemainus, which is known as the City of Murals, which is really nice. So you can also find some really stunning ancient rock carvings at Sprout Lake Provincial Park. And these are actually prehistoric petroglyphs as well. So it's a great way to learn as you go. You've got beautiful sandy beaches as well. So you've got a really wide variety and diversity of things that you can do once you're there.
I love that. I love that you're making stops along the way, because that's the thing about a road trip. It's not like getting on a plane. You actually can stop and adventure in different places along the way.
And also make it educational, where your kids can learn as you go. There's really incredible power in that.
That is so cool. So next stop, we're moving from the West Coast. We're going to Alberta. Where are we going?
So a little further east, we're going from Calgary and crossing the Rockies into BC. So Calgary to Mount Revelstoke National Park. We also know once you leave Calgary, not too far, you've got Banff, You've got Canmore, Lake Louise, some really beautiful spots there as well,
Oh,
right?
wow.
So we've got some photos of Lake Louise there. If you keep heading along the beautiful Trans-Canada Highway, you'll cross into BC where you get Mount Revelstoke National Park as well, where you can really get the breadth of the height, but then you've also got the beautiful lakes as well. So beautiful mountain cliffs. The Meadow in the Sky Parkway is the summit here, and it's actually the only car-accessible peak. And there are some really stunning wildflowers there as well.
Wow.
And the one pro tip we have for you when it comes to Alberta is do your research, because of winters versus summers, you want to make sure that you're able to see the wildflowers, or if you want to see the summit and be able to see the snow, you want to make sure you go at the right time of year. So make sure you do your research before you go.
That's key, because if you're driving through the Rockies, guess what? Sometimes it could be June and there's snow.
That's
so
right.
you got to make sure the roads are open.
And then you might need that water and snacks in your car. You get stuck out there, right?
Now you're camping in the car,
Yes.
exactly. So now we're going all the way to the other coast of our beautiful country. We're going to Atlantic Canada.
Yes.
Where are we going?
Anyone from Atlantic Canada?
We got someone.
Yes, we love it. We love it.
Yeah.
So this brings us to Newfoundland, where we're taking you from Deer Lake to Grossmore National Park. Again, a really stunning national park. This is a shorter road trip here, only really 2 hours from one location to the other. But you've got, again, a really wide variety of things, from freshwater fjords. You've got these stunning cliffs.
Oh, wow.
What's really nice, though, is you also have access to tablelands, which typically you see far down into the earth. But one of the most popular attractions in Grossmore National Park is the Western Brook Pond boat tour, where you walk about 3.2 kilometers in, and then you get into a boat, and you can cruise along and actually see these towering cliffs on either side of you.
Yeah.
You think you're in Norway or something.
Yeah.
But it's, again, a really good way to bring the family on a road trip, but also explore the open waters as well.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. You're going, again, only 3 hours. And you see all those beautiful landscapes, even that kind of red rock that was so cool when you finally get to your destination.
And it's such a great reminder of what a beautiful country we live in, and what wide variety of things we can see from coast to coast to coast.
Yeah, Winston, you are keeping us on track with our road trips this summer. Thank you so much. Great
Thanks,
job.
Mary.
Awesome job. To help you hit the road in your very own road trip this summer, thanks to Guess Where Trips, you're all going on with a gift card. So fun. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.